up, guys? It's your girl Bianca and welcome back to my channel. If you are new, make sure you guys go check out my past videos for my vlogs, my celebrity interviews, makeup tutorials, and all that good stuff. And make sure you guys like and subscribe. So this is the famous video that everybody has been wanting to know. New York versus LA. So I get asked this question so much, and so I want to share my thoughts about both, the pros and cons of both, and just have fun in this video. I feel like, you know, before we get started, I want to say that I am from Detroit, Michigan. I am not from California. I know a lot of people think I'm from LA because I lived there for a very long time, but I'm from Detroit. And New York, I lived there too. So in this video, I kind of just want to say pros and cons. I feel like everybody's journey is different, and this is just my personal view, and I want you guys to leave comments below on which one you like, which one you're thinking about moving to. And I made a video a long time ago about LA. You guys, I'll put it down in the description, but I made a video about it a long time ago. So let's get started. I actually put it in my notes so I would not forget anything. And FYI, I just moved into my place, so let me know if you guys hear an echo or if the sound is bad, because they are doing construction across the street. So disclaimer, we're going to start with LA pros and cons, and then we're going to start with New York pros and cons. So I feel like in LA, success is different, but people in LA really understand freelance. They understand entrepreneurship. A lot of people don't understand what a freelancer does and the many things you have to go through. Like in LA, everybody's a freelancer. Everybody goes from gig to gig, and people understand that, rather than in places that people really typically work a 9-to-5, or I don't know, I can't explain it. Like, success is just different. But yes, success is different. So hopefully that makes sense to you. Like, people really understand freelance and entrepreneurship out here. Health. Everybody is so fucking healthy in LA. Because everything is body image and appearance. And literally everywhere you go, every menu has like the calories and is it gluten-free, vegan, non-gluten, like vegetarian, no meat, like everybody's so healthy in LA, and it's a good thing, but it's like overly healthy. Opportunities are presented to you in LA more than any other state I personally have been to, meaning that you could be sleeping on your homie's couch for like 2 months and then be on a successful hit show and make millions of dollars. Or you could be an artist and you could be homeless and then get a deal and be famous. So you see a lot of opportunities in LA, and I feel like that's why people move here, because there's so many opportunities, and your life can literally change in a matter of a second. Literally, I'm not kidding. Like, I know so many people who were like struggling actors and became really successful actors and been on hit shows and commercials. So you see it a lot happening. LA, best weather, hands down. This place has really great weather. The weather really affects your mood. I'm not talking about New York and the weather there, but LA is so beautiful that you can just go to the beach and get a peace of mind, and it's free. So the weather really does affect your mood. And then the last thing I want to say is that there is a sense of hope in LA, meaning that, like I said, you could literally, your life can change so quickly. People have, you know, came out while living in LA. I'm just giving you an example, but people have found them true selves while living in LA and found that, oh, this lifestyle may not be good for me anymore. Like, let me go the right route. So LA has a sense of hope. Now we're going to talk about the cons of LA. The traffic is horrible. People are fake. You hear this terminology a lot, like Hollywood, acting Hollywood. And so I'm going to kind of break that down. What does acting Hollywood mean? Because, you know, everybody is growing and developing, and of course your mindset change, but My views on being fake and acting Hollywood is, I'm gonna give you an example. This happens a lot with club promotions. So say for example, me and my friend are cool with this club promoter. We then kicked it with this guy, we then kicked it with him so many times, seeing him at house parties and stuff like that. But when we get to, like, I'm gonna say LeJarden, he acts fake and act like he doesn't know who we are at the club. Or if you're around, or if you have celebrity friends, you act differently compared to your normal friends. So in my opinion, that's like what acting fake or Hollywood is when you live a life that you aren't being who you are completely in all different scenarios and different settings. Like in different settings you change. So that's my version of what acting Hollywood means. Comment below, what does acting fake in Hollywood mean to you? Everybody's big on appearance. Appearance, and this shit annoys me. Like, you have to make sure you're in glam every day. People judge you based on what car you drive in LA. People judge you based off your outer appearance. A lot of people get work done, so much plastic surgery, and that is like amped up here, where it's like, it's rarely you find naturally beautiful people. A lot of people get cosmetics work, and there's nothing wrong with that. However, it's just really amped up here, so I can just say that. Drugs. Drugs is really big in Cali. Of course there's weed, people smoke weed, people do drugs in every state, but here this is known as, like, Cali is known for its weed. And but people be on drugs, like heavy drugs here, especially in entertainment, like coke and all that stuff. Like, I've seen so many people get addicted to substances out here because the mental health is off here, meaning that a lot of people, you're so caught up in this lifestyle and trying to prove yourself in everything that you do that you end up getting addicted to a substance. You end up getting addicted to plastic surgery. You get addicted to these things. So you just have to be careful when coming here that you don't lose your true identity. And then the lifestyle. The lifestyle is a con, because a lot of people are trying to be something that they're not. So that's what I will have to say about LA. New York, pros and cons. New York work ethic is bananas. Those people are not fucking lazy at all. New York people work their asses off. And I was like, sorry to cuss, but like, I'm like, holy shit. Like, at work, everybody's on their computer. Nobody's leaving until everything is done. Like, the work ethic is insane because people will try to steal your position. So your work and your craft is really important. Rather than LA is more relationships, like who you know determines your success. But in New York, yeah, it does, but your work ethic, you can get fired like that. I've seen so many people come and go. It's crazy. I love the fact in New York that there's food on every corner. There is a bodega on every corner, and it could be 3 a.m. and you want a breakfast sandwich, you can go right down to the bodega and get you something. You want a coffee, you working late, you can go down. It's open 24 hours. That's something that I did like about New York. You don't need a car. That's a pro, but also, like, I'll get to the con. People are very blunt. People are very like, what do you want? What's up? Like, people are really straight to the point, rather than LA. A lot of people aren't straight to the point. That's that whole acting fake thing. The language. I love the way New York people talk. They just have this swag about them, especially New York men, how they talk, their accents. Baby, I love a New York accent, okay? And the appearance. So, I know I talked about appearance in LA, but what I like about New York is that you could literally go out the house any type of way, and you could still be considered a bad bitch. Like, there were so many times I left the house looking a mess. I would never do that in LA, and I would still get hit on. I did like that. The con, the transportation. I don't like the subway. That's just my personal opinion. It's just too much to get to where you're going, especially in the summertime. It is hot. It is hot, hot, hot in New York during the summertime. That heat is different. That heat is different. The Uber pricing, man, the Ubers are so expensive in New York compared to LA. Like, to go to work that's like 19 minutes away, I'll spend like $40. No kidding. I feel like the people are a little bit standoffish. They're not as superly bubbly and friendly like LA, because in LA everybody is zen and healthy and happy. Everybody in New York is just like a little standoffish. Like, they're not approachable people, in my opinion, compared to LA. Okay, people in New York are extremely cutthroat, meaning that, like I said, I've seen so many people come and go in the workplace. It's ridiculous. And people don't care. They're not going to baby you in LA. In New York. In New York, you sincerely need to have tough skin and street smarts and be aware of your surroundings. As a young woman, especially if you are thinking about moving to either places, specifically New York, just be aware of your surroundings and where you're going. Let people know where you're going. Have your location on. Make sure your phone is always charged. Like, you just want to make sure that you're safe in New York. Like, you're aware of pickpocketing and have mace on you. Like, those are things that you should have on you. So I'm going to talk about being a woman in both cities. I feel like if you want to experience life and want to be in a city for the first time ever, go to both. Try in your life to experience both, especially if you're in entertainment. Most of my followers are young women and African American women at that. So I highly recommend just like experience both. Both of them really taught me about myself. And I'm going to tell you what LA taught me. I don't think that I could have done New York first at 17 compared to LA at 17. I feel like LA really molded me into, like I said, opportunities. Like, LA showed me how to make real legit money without scamming, without doing illegal things. Like, LA, it taught me opportunities, and it taught me about fame and being around famous people, how they move, how successful people move. Like, LA molded my vision, and New York taught me tough skin and work ethic. I feel as though New York was the best opportunity for me, and I learned so much by living in New York, because I learned to be humble. New York really humbled me because people really don't give a fuck, and it gave me tough skin. I feel as though before I moved to New York, I was very sensitive. Although I am a sensitive person, New York just didn't baby me. No one gave a fuck, and I needed that to become a better businesswoman and to think smarter and to think quickly. New York just really taught me something about it was just something about New York that really molded me into a woman, and it was just like the best experience of my life. So those are the pros and cons of both. Like I said, I highly recommend you experience both. If you want more spaced out but still a city vibe, LA for sure. In New York, if you don't mind being on top of each other and being in a fast-paced environment, go to New York. But my biggest advice and what I want people to take away from this video is, if you want to move, do it. Stop making excuses. I know it's Corona right now, but stop making excuses. You can be successful in any place that you go to. One thing I'm very proud of myself is that I was able to be successful and thrive in both cities, and they both taught me something about myself that I did not know. But I also love being from Detroit, and although I hardly ever go back, I love that Detroit has this authentic rawness that will always be inside of me. New York vibes will always be inside of me. LA vibes will always be inside of me. And like I said, my decision to move back was because of work opportunities. But I genuinely loved both. But I think that I am an LA girl. That's just what it is. I am a Cali girl. I love the sun. And just the weather, and all my friends are here. My family is here. So like, I just feel like LA is just meant to be. is meant for me to come back here. But New York will always have a special place in my heart. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. And I love you guys. Make sure you subscribe. The next video will probably be a New York apartment tour. I'm going to show you guys my apartment now that I am going to be moving. My lease is up next month. So yes, I am paying for both. Don't judge me. But yeah, I am just super grateful for everybody who has been on this journey with me. And I hope you guys enjoy. Bye.